How does the iPhone 17 compare to the 7? It's been almost 10 years since this phone was released, and it has a 4.7-inch Retina display with a home button that pales in comparison to the iPhone 17's full-screen 6.3-inch display that's much brighter. For cameras, the iPhone 7 has a single 12-megapixel setup compared to the dual 48-megapixel system with an additional ultra-wide. Now, before we give some points to the iPhone 7, this is almost 10 times faster with the A19 chip. It has way more storage, better speakers, charging is way faster wirelessly or wired with USB-C instead of charging super slow with only Lightning. And the best part is it has an 88% larger battery. However, the iPhone 7 is smaller, lighter, and has Touch ID instead of Face ID, which are some things people really miss. But what about you?
Should you spend $300 more on an iPhone 17 Pro, or should you save your money and just get a regular 17? I think this is probably the #1 question people have right now when deciding between the iPhone models. I've been using both of these phones, and I'm going to tell you the actual differences between them because they are very similar this year. Look at the form factor. They are both pretty much the same size, 6.3-inch display, same bezels. They both have a 120 hertz ProMotion display, the same front-facing camera. So the experience on these is very, very similar. So I think the only reason you should spend $300 more to upgrade to the Pro is if one of these features is really appealing to you. #1 would be the battery life. The battery life on even like the normal size Pro this year is better, and I would say it's about 1 to 2 hours better than the regular 17 in real world usage. The second and obvious reason is it has an extra camera on it. It is a 4x zoom lens that can crop all the way in to get a 12 megapixel 8x zoom, and spoiler alert, it is really good if you want to get photos from farther away or videos. That is maybe worth it, but forget all that, because I think the only reason this is actually worth the $300 upgrade over the normal 17 is if you are someone that wants more control over your photos or videos and you utilize the Pro RAW photo mode or ProRes video mode. And if you don't know what that is, it probably isn't important. Like, you probably don't need this Pro phone. And other things like the performance with the vapor chamber cooling, the increase in memory to like 12 gigabytes, hasn't made that much of a difference for me in day-to-day usage. Maybe it will in the future, but for now, I just gotta say, I think the normal 17 is probably the way to go this year. But I get it, this one looks different, so you might wanna get that. By the way, I'm recording this on the front-facing camera of the iPhone 17, and I'm using the AirPods Pro to record them, so how does it look? How does it sound?